Good afternoon, Bitcoin today. Going to have a look at the big picture. First of all, the monthly time frame. And what we see here in Bitcoin is the Fibonacci retracement levels from the lows in March up to the highs. We are currently being supported on this monthly time frame by the 236. Important that we don't close below that. I was looking more at trend lines on the monthly chart. So we'll have a look at that. The point we're at now is a huge point, a very key moment in Bitcoin. And when it's on a monthly time frame, that becomes even more so. So we'll take a look at that. So where we are now, or where this monthly opened, is quite a key point. And you can see that we're battling this at this point where this month opened. If you go right back to here, to 2018, early 2018, when we had the big blow off top. So yeah, this is a key area in Bitcoin. Really, we found resistance there in August, at the end of August. We wicked above, and where we closed August and opened September. If you look left, we had last year where we went through it a few times, and we couldn't find any. We couldn't trade above it. We couldn't get above it and stay above it on a monthly basis. And 3 months is a long period where you're trading through those prices, but you can't pick up a bid above and stay above. Looking over to 2018, when we had the big blow off top, it was February's resistance point. February couldn't trade above it then. And also in March, we couldn't trade above it, having gone up, tested it, and then come back down. Monthly timeframes are key, really are key. What I am encouraged by on the monthly time frame is the indicator I was talking about yesterday, the Chaikin Money Flow, very important indicator. As you can see, we're really, really high here at 44 after becoming above zero in July 16. We went on a huge bull run up to 44, which is very high for a CMF indicator. Then after the blow off top, we started to lose actually here. Now this is where this indicator comes in handy. We've started to lose here. The 1st of November 2017 was by no means a peak in Bitcoin. It was nowhere near. It opened at 6,434, but the Chaikin Money Flow began to go down here. And by the time we got to the big top we were up at 17,000 in early January. The Chaikin Money Flow had gone right down to 30. So, that was a good sign. Sell. The market was becoming overbought, overpriced, and a good signal there from the Chaikin Money Flow is to buy when it's going down here. Okay, we continued all the way down. We reached zero in June 19. So all the way through the big bear market, the really big sell-off in 2018, when the herd thought we were going up, and there were a couple of people, Francis Hunt, the sniper being one of them, said, no, we're going down here. And we went down, and the Chaikin Money Flow continued down. And only in June 19, when we had that huge interim high of 13,880, did we go below zero? Did we get to zero? And we went below. So even with the strength of that bull run last year, which was really quite a potent bull run there, going from 13,880 from lows of 4,000 in the beginning of April, in 3 months to do that, to triple in price, it's a big, what was it? 4,000, Yeah, to more than triple in price. We went out to nearly 14,000. So we nearly 4x'd in price there. And the Chaikin Money Flow, I think that's the way you say it. I think that's the way you say it. It went below zero despite all of that. And this is a fantastic indicator to show you the strength in the market. We stayed below it all this time, all this throughout, even when we bottomed and went up in January. This really was unmoved, way below zero until now. This is a sign because we don't often flick from zero to positive on this. You know, we'll go back. Let's go back. I'm on Bitstamp, so I've got the history. We did it in July 16, massive bull market. That's the only time we've done it. So a massive, massive indicator for me is this Chaikin Money Flow has gone positive this year in the middle of June. And now we're continued up and we're at 7 now. And I use this as a godsend indicator. I think you should get on it. Right, let's have a look at another chart. We'll go to the Bitcoin daily chart. Whoops. And on the daily chart, we're looking at the the DI, the DMI, which is the strength of the trend and whether it's a bearish or bullish trend. Okay, so if you look back here, when we were going sideways in July, oh, hang on. Yeah, it's good there. Look, we crossed over. The green crossed the red there, and the green went right up as we rallied up in July. So we had a huge, huge green, and the red was down below, low. So this trend was very strong, bullish, and the strength of the trend, which is the black line, that became very strong as well in that run up in July. That has gradually tapered off, and then we had a cross where the red went above the green. So the trend changed to bearish. It hovered, so it was very close. It wasn't a huge bearish trend. And then we did get a big bearish maneuver, which has since come down a bit, and the green is leveling off. But the strength of the trend is still quite strong. So we have to respect the strength of the trend. Bitcoin is the daily moving average of 50, I think will be a big resistance point. We'll look at Ethereum in a little while, and I'll show you why I think that the 50 moving average is an important average to keep an eye on. Right, next chart, we're going to go and look at the Bitcoin on the 8-hour chart. I do like this chart. We're looking at the Bollinger Band now on Bitcoin here. And as we went down, from here, we went down, we went below the bottom Bollinger Band, and then we came back up. Then we used it as support a couple of times. Then we went sideways a bit, and then we got to it. It was resistance, and then we broke through it, and now we're above it, and we've stayed above the middle Bollinger Band. That's a good sign. But we need to break the top of the Bollinger Band to confirm a bullish outbreak, in my opinion. It's also a confluence because we've got the fib 236 at 10.352, and we've been battling that. We went down here, to here, and then we went up. We tested the 236 fib. We came down, we went up, we tested it again, and then we come back down, and now we've gone up, tested it, and now we're battling this fib 236 on this 8-hour chart. Next chart. I'm going to have a look at Ethereum again. So we look at Ethereum US dollar first. We've got the 50 moving average again, the daily 50 moving average, which is at 366, and that's very similar to the price that Ethereum is trading at today. As you can see, we came down and we made a low. We went up. We tested the 236 fib, And then we battled along it for a while there, a few days, 4 or 5 days. Then we got above the 236 fib at 351. And now we're making a move up to the 382 fib, which is at 377. So we get above 377 in Ethereum. We're at 369, bullish. That's a buy signal for me, getting above that. The next point will be 398, the fib 50. But let's see if we can stay above this 50 moving average as well in Ethereum, because we broke through it here on the 10th. We closed above it, and now we've closed above it again. We're testing it. Let's see in Ethereum if we can break the 382 fib at 377 and the 50 moving average stay above it. If we do those things in Ethereum US dollar, I'm bullish again on Ethereum. We look at the trend here. The strength of the trend is very strong here throughout the summer. Let's have a look back a bit further. Oh. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll move on to another one. Let's move on. Ethereum, Bitcoin. Ethereum, Bitcoin. Right. We're looking at the Bollinger Bands again, because this has been interesting. We go back to June, and we're testing the top of this Bollinger Band. We're not really closing convincingly above it, and we're using the middle of the Bollinger Band for support. Then we do break above it. We close daily candles above the top Bollinger, which is very, very good maneuver. Very strong strength of trend there. When you get above the top Bollinger Band, we came down. We didn't test the middle bit. We went back up again. We're trying to break through the top again, and a very strong trend again. When you're playing and you're reaching the top of the Bollinger Band, it's strong. We came back down. We went sideways for a bit. We went up, we tested it again. Then we came down and we went below the middle Bollinger Band. Then we fought it 4 days. We fought it for over a week there, as it was strong resistance, the middle Bollinger. Then we break above it again. We go higher, we go high, we go above the top of the Bollinger Band, which again is usually, it's a good indicator really to sell or take profits when you're at the top of the Bollinger Band in a trend. It more often than not, depending on what time frame you're looking at, more often than not it becomes a good sell point, and you wait for it. We came right down here and we tested the bottom Bollinger Band with that correction. We tested it. We didn't close below it. We went above, and we battled them with the 50-day moving average here. Look, there's the 50-day moving average, the blue line. We battled that. That was the battle then. We got above that. We closed above it. We're using that as support, and now we smashed through and we went above the middle Bollinger Band. And now, if you can see there, 2 days on the trot, we're using the middle Bollinger Band as support in Ethereum, Bitcoin. So if it can stay above that, it's staying nicely above the 50. I think Ethereum is looking good at the moment. I think we can ride up to the top Bollinger Band. Let's have a quick look at the fibs on Ethereum. We'll look at this little thing first. So body to body, you can do your fibs any way, which way you want, body to body or wick to wick, but make sure you do body to body and wick to wick, not body to wick or wick to body, if you know what I mean. It's no good. It looks there like we've got above the 382 as well, if you're going on the bodies only, which is interesting in Ethereum. Bitcoin, I always look at Bitcoin when I'm trading altcoins. Let's have a quick look at that same chart, but from the wick. From the wicks. That then looks like we're battling the 50, and getting above that is a bullish sign. But as I say, looking at the other indicators here, getting above the middle Bollinger is important. and we used the 50 moving average as strong support. So I'm bullish on Ethereum at the moment. I think Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin at the moment. So yeah, we'll move on now to the next chart. Let's go. We're looking at Chainlink. I've got a few Chainlink charts here. Right, what's this one? Let's have a look at this one first. Right, we got the 3-day Chainlink, and as you can see, we've got the Fibonacci up there. We've got a decline in volume on the Chainlink since this big rally. Decline in volume in general, Chainlink US dollar. And where are we with this? So yeah, this is wick to wick Fibonacci. It looks like we came down. We tested the golden ratio here, and it was support, and now we've gone back up, and we've hit the 382 twice. We've hit the 382, and it's been resistance twice there, as you can see, and now we're hovering around it. Volume has declined in Link a bit over the course of the few weeks. So keep an eye on that, and keep an eye on 1326. Above 1326, bullish. This is a shorter time frame. We had a divergence, a bullish divergence on Chainlink US dollar. Let me show you that properly. Here to here, you can see divergence there. This went up, the RSI went up, the price of the low, it created lower lows, and this created a higher low. So that was bullish signal that happened there around the 5th of September. We didn't really pick up much of a bid. We went up to the 50 fib. We tested that a couple of times, and now we're going sideways, non-trending at the minute in that. Let's have a look at Chainlink Bitcoin. Chainlink Bitcoin. As you can see, I've looked at the volume again on Chainlink, and it's declining. The volume's declining, as you can see there, the bottom bars. Right. So I got the fibs out on Chainlink Bitcoin, and I am looking at this. We got above the 236 here. Then we went below again. So from the drop down in August to September, when Bitcoin sort of reasserted itself, we had a big sell-off, actually. Quite a big sell-off right down to lows of 10,000, 101,000 Satoshis. 101,750. 101,750. And then we went back up and we tested the 382. Went straight through, we tested the 236 for a day or so. And we broke through it. We went up to the 382, rejection, back down, 236, support, back up, 382, rejection. And now we're battling, we're going sideways along the fib 236. So in Chainlink, Bitcoin, my number I'm looking at is 126,999. Above that, I'm bullish. Currently, we're at 119,984 Satoshis. So anything over 126,999, I'm bullish on Chainlink. I just want to have a quick wrap on Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the daily aggregated volumes, tepid yesterday, very low, 210 million on spot exchanges when the average is 393 million. The options are picking up, and that could be a sign. Here's the options, they're picking up now. that could be a sign that we could have some downward movement. There's a lot of money on the sidelines, and early DeFi investors are still profit taking. So there's lots on the sidelines, lots to happen.